I think what I really want to talk about is butterfly wings and chaos, because in chaos theory, people often refer to the fact that a butterfly flapping its wings in Argentina can actually be the final significant cause of a hurricane that develops in the United States. And what's that about? A very small thing causing a very large effect. Doesn't make sense. Well, it's also true as we grow and as we develop as human beings, we wind up sometimes in cul-de-sacs. We wind up trying to play it safe, trying to be happy, and we wind up in situations where we realize it's more like a living death. We're on automatic pilot, and we're just going through the motions. Now, when we realize that that's the case, a warning signal goes off, and we realize that we need actually to be undertaking some serious changes in our lives. And this can actually be fraught with the fact that we're not quite sure how or where, towards what. Because what we need is help to find out what it is we really want, how we want to be. On the edge of chaos, when nothing makes sense and everything is possible, miracles can happen. That's a pretty scary thought, because we would like to avoid chaos if we could, and yet we know we live near it. Some of the chaos is within already, and chaos is something that constantly pursues us. And we try to create for ourselves little safe havens that will protect us from change and that will protect us from the elemental forces of nature. It doesn't feel like I'm really saying what I want to say.
What do you want to say?
I don't know. Well, I do know.
Say it then.
I want to say, for whom? Who do I... What?
Me.
What do I want to say to you?
What do you want to say to me about chaos?
I want to say to you, Andrew, about chaos is be thankful for your mental health problems. Be thankful for how things have not worked out, because that's forced you to break into the creative zone. And now that you're in the creative zone, why, whole new things are opening up for you in your heart and in your mind. It's lovely to see, actually. So I don't think that if things had gone smoothly, that if things had gone as you'd hoped they would have in any of these areas, that actually you'd be where you are now. And what can I say about that? I thank God as well for the way how things have not worked out for me in the past, where my will has been cut across, where I have failed. I've got involved with drugs, and I did this, and I did that. I was even in prison briefly for one point. It was for a traffic offense, though, nothing dramatic. And all of that has been turned to good because I was willing. I'm not taking the full credit for this, but I was willing to get on my knees and say, help. I need help. I really do need help. So when we do that, things begin to change. And I remember, actually, after one of the catastrophes of my life happened, I was homeless at the time. I had no money. I was separated from my wife at that particular point in time, and I remember just a tremendous sense of joy coming over me that actually I was in a very new place, and I was reminded of that song which says freedom is having nothing more to lose. So in a way, being stripped down to nothing, letting everything go, either just in your mind or in your heart or in reality, can be a pathway leading into a much more abundant life, into better relationships, into healing of all those wounds and all that other good stuff. So that's kind of what I want to say, I guess.
Do you think you need to cry out for help when you were on your knees? Is that something that has to happen?
I think it has to happen in some form or other. I think that we have to let go. We have to wave the white flag of surrender and step down from being the chief manager of the whole universe and realize that we are weak and that actually there's so much outside our control that we need help. We need help to change. And it's just our own internal resources are not enough. Well, here's where chaos comes in, because I think that when we're on the edge of chaos, we're opened up emotionally and spiritually to be able to make some significant choices. And again, that's where we may need help. Now, the butterfly wing, what is that about? Well, it means that often some of the big changes that we want can come about through making a very little effort for doing a very small thing. That doesn't make sense. But just think how words that people have said to you have affected your whole life. Words that have been negative and discouraging, as well as words that have been positive and uplifting and encouraging. So words, for example, are very important. On the edge of chaos, when nothing makes sense and everything is possible, you find that you are able to adopt a new point of view. You are able to find a new way forward. And when you begin to do that, the chaos recedes and you have a whole new life lying before you.